Today is a very auspicious day because we are here with Srila Prabhupada to express some gratitude. So this is Madan Mohan Prabhu from ISKCON Russia. As you all know, thanks to by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, though he visited Russia only one time, it is a quite strong missionary yatra. They really focused on preaching, book distribution, Harinam, Prasad distribution. So they have this very nice initiative there that they very much appreciate the first generation, your generation as whole. Obviously, Prabhupada had a little bit of that #1 book distributor, #1 this, #1 that, to encourage competitiveness and expansion of the movement. But of course, those who were #1 or #2 or #5, whatever, wouldn't be able to achieve those scores without the back of all the Prabhupada disciples who were doing different services during that time. So they came up with the initiative of appreciating all of you as whole, as a generation, which is a very, very wonderful initiative, I personally feel, because many of Prabhupada's disciples were more on the back supporting and not always deserve the respect and appreciation that Srila Prabhupada would like the devotees to get. So Madan Mohan Prabhu, I will request you to speak for a few minutes, and there is a small gift for all of you, and we all hope that you will be pleased with it.
Please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna. I won't tell you what these gifts are, because we believe they're self-explanatory. We really meditated hard on how to please Srila Prabhupada by pleasing all of you, his disciples who have dedicated their lives to his mission. And I'll say a few words after you receive your gifts and open them. Again, if there is any explanation needed after that. So I will ask Subhekshana Prabhu to hand these gifts out.
So this is...
but please don't open them until you get them all together at once.
American style, super nice. You know that, Prabhu?
With your wife?
With your wife, yes. This is a family Kripanidhi, Prabhu.
Name on it.
Sarvabhaut
Yeah.
Prabhu.
Got your name on it? Yeah. Now I feel special.
Sarva Bhavana Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Sarvabhauma, yeah. Sarvabhauma.
Sorry.
So if I may ask you to please open the gifts. You may need your reading glasses because there is an inscription, special dedication by Srila Prabhupada to all of you. This is a dedication.
I don't get one.
It's a share thing.
Because, yeah, it's for both of you.
Oh, wow.
You can take Prabhupada out of that wrap, and that wrapping was there to hold Prabhupada in place so he feels comfortable traveling.
We'll keep it.
And the Murti was... So, what...
Oh, wow, it's really nice.
Who made that?
I'll say a few words about that.
Oh, okay. Because usually, when you see the miniature Prabhupads, they don't really look like Prabhupada.
Exactly.
That actually looks like Prabhupada.
That's the best reward we could get from you.
Yeah.
Lochang?
That he looks like Prabhupada.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Is this Lochang?
No.
No, somebody in Russia made this.
Wow.
Okay, go ahead. Tell your story.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What?
It's really good.
Oh, thank you.
So on this front surface, you have your name and our deepest expression of our deepest gratitude to you for your service to Srila Prabhupada. And beneath that is a replica of the tree under which Prabhupada was born. That's the original jackfruit tree. These murtis were offered to Srila Prabhupada on his appearance day at his birth site at in Kolkata. They're also offered to Shri Radha Govindaji in Calcutta on Janmashtami day during the midnight puja. And they're also offered to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur at Ultadanga Road. Then if you open it, it's as if like you're coming closer to the tree. The same tree gets closer. And then you open the box, and of course you have that quote, citation or quote from Srila Prabhupada's letter to Brahmananda in 1969, where he says, "As far as I'm concerned, in relationships with my disciples who are so kindly cooperating with me in the matter of my rendering service to my spiritual master, for them I'm always ready to come back from Goloka Vrindavan if they're not delivered along with me." And we figured it's a legally binding document because we have Prabhupada's signature. So you can produce it to him to make good on his promise. And then this is actually what you see when you walk into the courtyard of Prabhupada's Janmastan. That's a tree receded to the background and Prabhupada's name on the wall. And the murti deserves a special mention. The murti is made of brass, and inside the murti we have melted or alloyed with the brass with the coins donated for Prabhupada's books in the streets of Moscow. The books purchased with the coins made it into the murti. You are the first ones to receive the murti. The only ones who received them before you were Harishauri Prabhu and Sankarshan Prabhu. That was 2 days ago because they were there for the ceremony of Prabhupada's appearance, his Vyasa Puja. But you are the first in a long line of very special devotees because starting with you, we'll make an effort to give such murtis to every single Prabhupada's disciple in the world we can get in touch with or get our hands on their contact details. And we'll ask you to please bless our efforts because we are racing against time and we want to...
So are we.
Well, you have that promise, Jana Prabhu. You are secure. But we want to make sure that we try to kind of... That tree looks like a tune fork. You want to help the devotees to tune into Prabhupada's Vani and his Vapu and be even more deeply steeped in their meditation on him. So this murti is exactly 54 millimeters high, which is 108 divided by 2. So yeah, a little bit of mathematics. And we'll also strive, since you're the first ones, we'll ask you if you could kind of look very closely at Prabhupada and if you have any suggestions as to how to make Prabhupada's appearance even closer, resembling his actual form. Because you know how he looked like, and you walked with him, you served him, you have him in your heart. And we try to reproduce his image as much as we could from all different archived videos and photographs of him. And but if you could aid other devotees' meditation on him by giving your suggestions, we'll be factoring them in. And our aim is to distribute these murtis across the world in our centers by the 5th of November. So on the 5th of November, Prabhupada's disappearance day, his disciples, as many as we could get these murtis to, will receive them just like you are receiving them from the hands of Subhakshana Prabhu and Krishna Vijay Prabhu. And then we'll take it from there. So we'll also collect coins from 25 countries that Prabhupada visited and donated for Prabhupada's books. And those will be alloyed into the murti as well. But you're the first ones, you just got Moscow Sankirtan coins. And also to seek your blessings, we'll make a replica of the tree and put it, from the actual wood of the tree, we'll put it over the trunk of the tree, so they will also get access to the tree remotely, for which you have access directly because you're here closer to Calcutta. So this is an ambitious project, and we seek your blessings and efforts to please Prabhupada's disciples, and through them, please him, and help him come in their lives as he promised from Goloka Vrindavan and help them go back to him. That's our humble request, and please accept our gratitude for your wonderful, wonderful service. We're actually standing on your shoulders in Russia and everywhere, and if you are pleased, we'll be successful.
Can I tell you, about a month ago, Mataji approached me and said, "Can you get me the names and telephone numbers of every Prabhupada disciple?" I say, I don't think so. But
It was our agent.
yeah, that was very ambitious.
Now we are going through the GBCs, asking them to come up with a list of names,
Sure.
because unfortunately some Prabhupada's disciples have, as Subhakshana Prabhu mentioned, have receded to a different orbit. It's still an orbit, a Prabhupada-centered orbit, but further away. We're still spinning around him, but we want to reach out to them and make sure that Prabhupada makes yet another entry into their lives. Yes?
I remember in LA Temple Room many years back, I was there when one devotee asked Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, is it true that if we don't make it back to Godhead that you will come back to get us? And Prabhupada said, yes.
But don't take it back.
He
I was
said,
there, yeah.
so let us all go back home together this lifetime.
In Mayapur.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mataji Chitambara, for sharing that. I want to tell you something special.
Thank you. This is so
As we're trying to get the money from different places, we even got a commitment to get some money donated for, maybe not books, but prasadam from Iran. Because Iran is a bit challenging in terms of book distribution. But then the last country was Venezuela. The challenge is that Venezuela don't have coins any longer. They have papers with lots of zeros. They don't use coins. So one lady, a Sankirtan devotee in Venezuela, she said, oh, but we have in banks, we have those collection coins that were minted back in the day, and they are being sold as collection items. And she sent us an image. Here's an image. And she said, will that do? It's a silver coin minted in 1975.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I looked at that, 75 is exactly the year when Prabhupada visited Venezuela. I said, yeah, we'll take it. And we got it, it's on the way. So it'll be also added to the LOI. And we have to manufacture, we figured, about 4,000 Prabhupada's murtis. It's a very ambitious task, and it will going to take a lot of effort to organize and deliver and everything. But with your blessings, everything is possible. So this is that was the icing on the cake for us. Wow, look at that, and 75, unbelievable. Prabhupada visited Venezuela for the one and only time, in 1975.
That's just wonderful.
So that's all from us. Please bless us so we could please Prabhupada's disciples as much as you seem to be pleased. And if you, also another request, if you know of any Prabhupada's disciples who you would like to personally have that murti delivered to, those who, again, as we said, have, if it's the right expression, fallen through the cracks a little bit or something, we would really like to have their names or addresses so we could deliver them.
That's very nice. Because you'll bring back so many.
In Mayapur, there are some devotees who come and go occasionally, and we are in touch with the management, with Subhakshana Prabhu,
So
Krishna Vijay Prabhu.
Mayapur list we have delivered, so we have our visiting and resident list. So we didn't call everybody now also because we have limited number of murtis, so we go in batches. We will go in batches. And some of the devotees who are here also could not come because today some other services they have or they out of town. So we will be delivering, but what Prabhu is specifically requesting, from your other yatras, be it Canada, Australia, US, wherever you are from, if you know some Prabhupada disciple who is kind of keeping to himself, then if you can help us in touch or get in touch with him and deliver on this team's behalf, that murti, that will be very greatly appreciated.
And we're double checking against Prabhupada's database, disciples database, and your name spelling, if it's not conventional, it was the way it was originally spelled in Prabhupada's disciples book. So we wanted to reproduce the actual handwriting, but it was sometimes too legible. So at least it's printed and you can read it.
So I just wanted to thank all of you again for coming on the short notice. This is how, I guess to some extent, Prabhupada sometimes used to instruct you on the short notice also. We are very, very grateful to Prabhu and ISKCON Russia for organizing this effort, also for engaging ISKCON Mayapur devotees in bringing Srila Prabhupada. Such a beautiful murti, actually. It's really amazing. And
you see it up close.
Yeah, and it's very much Sankirtan friendly and travel friendly and
heart
altar
friendly. Heart
and
friendly, you can
heart
put it into the heart.
exactly, more or less the size of the heart, yeah, will fit in there. So I'm really, really grateful to all of you for being here in Mayapur and doing your service and just sharing your association and really tolerating also, I guess. There's many things, all of you may be tolerating different things, so I won't generalize, but being tolerant, being kind, being loving, and being shining examples really that Krishna consciousness works and commitment to Srila Prabhupada's mission pays back in life, and we are so happy that all of you are here and age so gracefully also, which is something which really is very, very nice to see, because I think that's what we want to see, different generations of the devotees serving together in that Srila Prabhupada's tree that is here. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has his tree and Prabhupada has his jackfruit tree, and I guess we are part of that. So thank you, Prabhu, also for that effort.
One thing is I want to draw your attention to. Thank you, Subhakshana Prabhu, for organizing that. It was actually, for him, also very short notice, extremely short notice. And the murtis were made just before we left for India, just the day before. It was the first batch, the very first. That's why it was like 24 murtis, and 12 of them are going tonight to Australia, to New Govardhan, because I'm traveling to Australia tonight to see Mukunda Maharaj and give. Please don't tell anyone. We want them to be as surprised as you were.
And if you tell anybody, tell them not to tell anyone.
But interestingly, I just want to draw your attention. This tree, and this is the exact replica of how the tree looks like. It looks like exactly the confluence of the Jalangi and the Ganges. Exactly. We actually matched it against the map. The curvature, the everything. See, Mayapur is inside here. I have Jalangi, Ganga, and it's, I don't know how, but it looks like the tree came as a harbinger of Prabhupada's appearance here, and it came like that, those holy rivers confluence together. And the tilak, of course, was our designer's decision. And the tree has exactly 108 leaves. You can count.
I like how it looks like a tilak.
It is a tilak, yeah. It's like, it was designer from Ukraine, a very talented designer. So
thank you so much. Thank you so much again. Thank you also to Krishna Vijay Prabhu and his team for helping and bringing chairs for all of you and arranging the lift and all the necessary.
While here, is there any way that you could arrange for us to have visas where we can stay and we don't have to leave? Because, I'm going to be in my mid-70s along with everybody else who's kind of in the same, and to leave, go back to America and come back again is very, very difficult. And it would be nice if we could die here, and with my luck, I'll go back to America to get my visa and I'll die there. But I want to die here, So, I don't know how that would be arranged, but if the authorities could somehow or other work with the government to keep us, allow us, the disciples of Prabhupada,
It's a wonderful idea.
So, thank you for reminding. We had worked with Gopal Krishna Maharaj on some sort of visa. Obviously, in India, this has to go through parliament, so it's a bit complicated. But we can renew the effort. Now, Yudhishthira Prabhu is there, new team is there, younger devotees, maybe they will have that extra energy, I guess, to focus on that. So Krishna Vijay Prabhu, please take a note, and we will make a trip together to Delhi and see how it can be done.
that would be wonderful.
Sarabham Prabhu.
So who do I check with? Who do I check with about knowing at least 3 disciples right now?
Yeah.
Prahlada Priya, Rita, and Bhakti Siddhanta, who are in here. You may or may not know.
So we have the list of devotees who are here. So some of you, as you mentioned, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhu, he's sick, so we will go to his home and deliver personally.
So can I call
Srimati, yes. Oh, yes,
can I call
Srimati.
you and, about Prahlada Priya and Rita? You know about that?
Sorry?
Rita Prabhu.
Rita
Yes.
and Prahlada Priya.
Prahlada Priya?
we have to see Prahlad Prabhu, but Ridha Prabhu is the list, but as mentioned, this time there's only limited, so we have to sort out of that only some of them.
Right.
And then in the next batch,
Sure, but
the
just
rest
so you know they exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
you can share me Prahlad Prabhu's name and contact details.
And also because we had this, those who are visiting, because Prabhu will be and the devotees will be traveling, so for visiting they will be given by the authority, because this is also an effort which I very much appreciated, that to bring the Prabhupada disciple and the society organization together at your feet as well, so that this is a co-op between the ISKCON Russia and other local management teams to, so to say, bring that culture of serving senior devotees and appreciating senior devotees. So we would like to do it as well in the resident yatra, so that the devotees who are there, the leaders who are there can come and, you know,
Yes.
take the dust of the lotus feet of
Yeah.
Prabhupada disciple and
Exactly.
remember the place in the
Exactly.
piping order of parampara. So
Also, if I may ask, please do not part with these deities, so they're not copied and reproduced in, you know how it happens sometimes.
no bootlegging. that's
No
what he
bootlegging,
said.
yeah. Yeah, we really want to preserve the quality and Prabhupada's presence. But we have for Hrimati Mataji, we have. So, yeah, we have for Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhu. Yeah, Hrimati, we have. Yeah.
She said she could not come. So
But we'll deliver.
She came back.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But Yasamati?
Yes, so Mati Mataji.
It's in the making next batch.
Next batch we will
We'll
do.
make.
Because I just
Yeah, it was the first 24, and you're the first ones to receive.
so much.
Maybe we can take a group photo of everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
It would be so nice. With Prabhupada here. I
With
guess,
Prabhupada's in your hands. It sounds strange in the plural. Prabhupada's in your hands.
And Prabhu, maybe you can, with your team, you can sit around with the devotees.
Yeah.
I think you have to see if you can also
Well,
fit in one.
The team is. It's not. We have some devotees, but it's more than this room can hold.
I think if you all go that side.
We don't want to claim all the credit for that.
So thank you
What-
everybody for coming in very short time. And also.
How do we arrange the group photo? How do we arrange the group photo?
That side.
This side? There?
Yeah,
There?
because
We don't want too much light behind.
I think, yeah, we can stand here on this side because there is a lot of light in there. Please.
close the door.
Oops.
One of the doors, yeah.
Asha, do you want to stand with
I remember you
I'm not
walking
part of the
down
group.
Georgia and Grand.
Okay, everyone tuck in.
Like,
If
who's good
everyone-
at making photos has to give instructions. So
Yeah, so if everyone
taking
can
picture.
tuck in close to Srila Prabhupada, please.
Там очень
Prabhu, you
хороший.
can there?
А, ну, она же стоит сейчас.
Prabhupada coming in the picture.
Haribol.
Madan Mohan, maybe we can
Okay.
sit here so we get into the picture of the
Yeah.
time. You sit with us, somebody can take a snap for you. Krishna Jacob, you squeeze with us also.
Fine.
Let's sit in the middle. Prabhu, come. Want to sit there?
Здесь вот нажимать на
Can
эту
everyone
кнопочку.
look at
Нажать
me,
на
please?
кнопочку эту.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Over here, look at me. Haribo. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very nice. Yeah, cozy.
Very nice, beautiful, and he's all cuddled up.
And the workmanship is amazing, Prabhu. Whoever made it, congratulations to the. Yeah, to
To
the.
answer Javan Prabhu's question, it was all
Yeah, I have some more stories.
3D model. We didn't have the actual cast.
You know, it looks just like what Lochan does for all our murtis in the temple. I mean, that's rare because
Very well
you go into
done.
one of our shops here and look at a little Prabhupada murti, you know, it's like, okay, who's that? This really looks like Prabhupada.
If
So you did a
anybody
great job.
wants to use the lift, they can use it to go down.
Thank you.
All right.
I might take you up on that.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me. Do you know there's two Prabhupada disciples? I was friends with Prabhupada's second disciple, Valmiki Muni. Yeah, can I get your contact number? Krishna Vijaya.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You can also all give your the devotees you want to give the murtis to, will have them give them to Krishna Vijaya.
No, but you know, Prabhupada had two Russian disciples.
Yes. Anand Chance and Valmiki Muni.
Yeah, we made a website for it. Maybe you can help with material. What is your name? They can, you know, the new Valmiki travels among the people.
Yeah. He's just Valmiki. Yeah, from Siberia.
I meant like
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, he taking some from the office, but maybe we will, what do you call it? We will send her to help with the
You are, I
preaching.
will otherwise. Because usually there was brahmacharis here chanting after Mangalarti, and then I'd come out and I'd say, excuse me, I have to clean this room now, Hare Krishna, and then they would go. This one morning I came up, we didn't have Prabhupada there, you know, but just the Vyasa-san. Prabhupada had left though, and one morning I came in and already there was somebody so deeply chanting that I thought, oh, I haven't fallen asleep or something. It's very quiet, but he was completely covered in his chadar, which sometimes they would do. And so I went in and I cleaned the bedroom, and then I came, excuse me, Prabhu, I'm sorry, I have to clean this room now. Excuse me. He wasn't moving, he wasn't waking up. Finally, after, Haribol, Prabhu, there was really nothing. And so I thought, my God, I hope he's not sick or something. And I lifted up just a corner of his chadar to look, and there was Prabhupada. There was Prabhupada, and I went racing. I went racing upstairs to Japataka Maharaj and Bhavananda Maharaj. I said, Prabhupada's it's Prabhupada's room. Prabhupada's there. And they said, yes, we got him for you so you can dress him every day. That's when the merchant came. Oh, what a shock, what a wonderful shock. Anyway, just brought that memory back, so I thought I'd tell. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you again for this. It's so amazing. Thank you for putting my name on the